Hello, hello! Follow-up Friday! Can you believe it's Friday again? We only have one more full Friday. Two more, I guess, because Christmas this year's on Saturday. The camera's shaking because, of course, Mac Attack is joining in. Huh, Mac? You hear his breathing? So you're going to see a shaky camera thanks to Mac Attack. So, we only have two more Fridays, I guess, but the one before Christmas doesn't count because then it's too late to get anything done, right? So, I'm 28. Again, it's coming up. It's my 28th birthday. Thanks, Verna, for my shirt last year. It works because I'm 28 every year. So tomorrow, another big 28th birthday. The kids know if Santa's coming, Mom is 28 again. Can't help it. It's a good thing about having a Christmas birthday, right? So we need to talk about something. I have some clients reaching out to me all ready to say, what do I need to do? What do I need to do for next year? We want to buy a house next year. The market's still staying pretty steady, so people were ready for this big bust this year because things were moving so quickly. And I've said to them, like I say to everybody, you don't need to wait for the market to get ready to buy your house. What can you do right now? Are you ready for next year? Or what about the year after? Even better, giving you more time. So the biggest thing that I tell people when you're ready to buy a house, are you prepared monetarily? So there's a few big things I've been talking to clients about lately because they're working with people that don't have their best interest. So if you're working with a lender and they're not looking to you to make your portfolio build, to make sure your credit's where it needs to be, then you're not working with the right lender. Not just making sure you're pre-approved, but getting you set up in case maybe you don't find a house for 6 months. Have they done anything to improve your buying ability? That's why you work with me, right? And some of the real agents out there that go beyond just finding the house. So I would recommend, if you're not working with a lender who's talking to you about the whole big picture, that you need to contact me and work with a few of my lenders to get lined up. Something that matters, your credit score. Sometimes we don't even know there's little things. You could have a bill paid off and still have it in collections. Did you know that? Like they're not, going through and picking your credits, say, oh, we messed this up or we messed this up. Heck no. So you need to make sure that when they're collecting or if there is something against your credit, that it's because it should be there, not because they missed it and it's already paid off. I recently had a client that's been working with a lender for a long time. She has a big portfolio, right? And there were little things that he was never telling her to check into to get her credit score right. So within a week, the lender that I provided, I gave her a few. The one that she went with ended up saying, look, you can pay this off, this off, this off, this off. Little things like $500 on a Lowe's card. That'll actually jump your credit. And then he's able to work with you to get that up. Why is that so important? The better your credit score, the different options you have for purchasing. Lower interest rates, better portfolios, money down. That's another part. Getting ready to buy a house, people always forget, and I talk about this a lot. It's not just that monthly payment. There are options that you can have to do little or nothing down. But the more you put down, the lower your payment's going to be anyhow. So if you have a good credit score, you'll get a good interest. So most of your money then will go to principal, not just interest. Okay? So beyond that, what money do you need to purchase the house? There's things called closing costs. That can be a huge chunk of money. You should never be at the closing table finding out how much money you need to have. Okay? You should find out how much money you have to have ahead of time. So when you first start working with a really good agent, such as myself, or my lenders, the first thing I say is, can you get them a cost sheet? And people are like, what are you talking about? I've worked with an agent for a year. I've never heard of a cost sheet. What? A cost sheet tells you what to expect at closing. It's not going to be to the dollar. It might be off a couple hundred, maybe $1,000 or $2. But it gives you an idea of how much money you need to bring to the table. I see my girl Amy on right now. Hey, Amy with Finance of America. She's phenomenal. One of the first things she does is say, okay, where's their max and minimum, and let's see if they're pre-approved, and then provides them a cost sheet for that. So my clients know going into closing, no sticker shock. They know what to expect, not only with that monthly payment, but how much cash to have. So if you're looking to buy next year, the year after, I know Christmas is here right now, but these things actually help set you up for success to buy those homes next year. So what is that number at closing? It's going to be a lot. It might be half of your taxes, transfer taxes, title pools. There's so many things that go into that. So you need to work with those lenders that are going to set you up with that out front. Okay, What do you need to do to get there to buy next year? We've talked a little of the finance, and there's so much of that. But are you renting right now? When is your lease up? Can you do a month-to-month lease? Are you selling your home? Is that something you need to think about? What do you need to get ready to buy that home? There's a lot of things in step. It's not just deciding today to buy tomorrow. If you start now, getting things lined up, next year's a breeze when you're ready to buy, or even the year after. I hope you're getting ready for Christmas. I'm so not ready, not even a little bit. Yes, my decorations are up, my tree's up, my Christmas music is blaring in the background. So this is my whimsical, woodsy, nature tree, I guess. I still haven't posted all my house. I'll do that. I just gotta get it cleaned enough to post it. I have my mug. All Mama wants is a silent night. I'm 28 again tomorrow. The dog has survived another day in the house. So if you have questions about next year, let me know. I do have some things coming up on the market soon. I still have listing appointments next week, meeting with a new buyer next week, and then be listing their house. They're a past client, so I'm excited for that. I always love when my clients come back, even if it's just 2 or 3 years. I hope you guys are ready for next year. If you have questions on getting ready to buy, getting some options with lender, I don't give you one. I don't say you have to work with this person. I give you 2 or 3 and say, look, fill them out for yourself. The personalities have to make sense. Your portfolio and what you bring to the table makes sense. And what they can offer you has to make sense. So, Mama wants a silent night. It will not happen for Christmas. 28 again. And are you ready to buy a house next year? 3 important things for today. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Go look at some Christmas lights. I'm making chocolate covered pretzels this year. Forgoing all of the cookies, I think, for once. Imagine, not 2,200 cookies this year. Darn. Just too much going on. If you have questions, let me know. Have a great weekend. I will see you all next Friday. Merry Christmas.